do appreciate one who is not afraid of a little work. Much has been hidden from us on Deimos. The old ruins beneath the surface must surely contain the deepest and darkest secrets. Find a way to get inside, and the Necroloid will guide you through. See what's happening down there. Tell me what he has been up to.
The isolation vault entrances are deep beneath the surface. We'll need to enter infestation tunnels to reach them.
So. Hey.
It's never my own.
You know what you're doing, so I'll let you get on with it. I'd appreciate being allowed to watch, however. Definitely plenty more of these where this came from. Definitely plenty more of these where this came from. Totally infested, this one. Inside and out. A practiced hand, I see. See you soon?
One shard. Yes, there are bounties, if you have the interest. I do appreciate one who is not afraid of a little work. The infestation is a marvel in its own way, an endless fountain of ever-changing flesh, bone, and gristle. A particularly murderous specimen has been reported assaulting other teams. Would you be so kind as to find it and put an end to it?
This one's an adult. A feral predacite. Menacing in the field. Rather adorable when asleep, don't you think?
Friends now, 10 in the hole. Up for contest. See who killed most infested first, yeah?
Wow, the grunters can't keep up with you. They look all mad. They said we should go play with Mr. Scratchikins if we're so...
You will need to create a killing zone. Activate local excavators to clear yourself some room to maneuver. Scanning. Detecting subsurface resources. Excavation units en route. Kindly assist in their deployment. Excavator has powered down. If you can scavenge an energy source, it can be brought back online. Excavator back online. Continue protection and monitoring.
Digger finished digging.
An excavator has completed its digging cycle. An excavator reports. Mining sequence complete.
got through digging. That's great.
Excellent work, Tenno. With the ground well prepared, we can now proceed to the next step. It will be necessary to clear nearby infested in order to achieve optimal hunting conditions. Please proceed when ready.
Oh. Oh no, it's a road spot.
Oh, look! There's a hive! Nuke it! Okay, now that they're good and mad, hope you're ready.
Oh, you're on this.
They're all tuckered out! Let's go find some more playmates, yeah?
Alright. Come on.
I have detected a hive nearby. Shoot to destroy it.
Okay, now that they're good and mad, hope you're ready.
What the fuck is that? Oh,
All hostiles down. Move on and destroy the next hive. I have detected a hive nearby. Shoot to destroy it. That got their attention. Hostiles incoming. Area clear. That should buy us breathing room. For a time.
Well, that
What the
showed them.
fuck?
I don't think any of those were Mr. Scratchikins, though. He's a slippery one. I don't think we found Mr. Scratchikins, but I think we found some of his friends.
Protect the immediate area from incursion. The infested appear to see this as a territorial dispute. They are not backing down.
Oh.
You have eliminated more than half of them. Keep it up!
Good. Yeah. No.
Carnage comprehensively complete. Additional incentives/rewards have been authorized. Well done, Tenno. A crushing and comprehensive victory. The infested have lost their appetites for now.
Good.
There is a strong possibility the target can be lured here with the correct bait. Locate the relevant ingredients to proceed. Finding the parts necessary to make bait should not be too hard. Take down a few infested and look for parts. Good! Now place the materials in the vessel and start the infusion process.
Oh, sorry, too far. Ah.
Infested will now be drawn to the infusion. Terminate them close to the vessel to expedite the process.
That's no good. You gotta bop the infested near the jug, or we'll get nowhere.
Bait successfully deployed. The desired target is approaching. Eliminate it to fulfill mission parameters. Target eliminated. Congratulations on a job well done.
The Cephalons tell me the infested specimen was located and slain. A small victory, but victory nonetheless.
It's Navarus! Now, these ghoulish little knickknacks have been in the family for generations. I can't just give them away.
Spider-Man. Ah, shit. I didn't even see this. I'm gonna buy this one now.
Careful nothing catches you. Until next time.
Hold on.
You understand, don't you? Be careful with the first incision. One clumsy moment can wreck everything. Definitely plenty more of these where this came from. You wouldn't think you could fit that lot inside one fish. You know where to find me.
I admire your pro indeed.
How you doing? Oh. Yeah. Not a bug. Oh,
Operator, did you hear that? It said... Cosmic background radiation is a riot!
says that? I can do this one. Where's that sword? Where's the claw?
Nora's got the goods for one lucky dreamer.
Oh, it's
Who's it gonna be?
Yeah, thought it was an actress. Yeah. Something like that.
Let's get back to it.
Okay, no, it's not that one. Thank you. Actually, get something else. I had another one. I don't know. I have to do this one. What? I should change this. I'm gonna take these off, though. What the fuck? Why does it look like that? Little buses. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna do. That one. Switch it. Yep. I did a new one. Thing. Yeah, I really did. Big thing, huh? He might not. Oh, this is hard.
Navigation has been updated with new informations. Chaos is spreading.
Oh, come with it. So the one here, Can't do this. This shit hard. Really? It's on 75 too.
Some fascinating choices, Operator.
Hey everyone, I'm not a team. If you want to support the work I do, there's 3 things you can do. Number 1, please subscribe for more videos like this. Number 2, join the Patreon. You can access the amazing Discord server there, and there's all kinds of exclusive content that's not on YouTube. Number 3, you can donate whatever you can afford.
Come in, come in.
Everyone that has already subscribed, become a
Listen,
patron,
I
and
have a
donate.
little job
Love you all,
for
thank you.
Interested? I think I have something you might be interested in.
In the spring of 1948, 8 men sat together to discuss a move that would massively impact the future of the Middle East forever. While Ostensibly a debate of sorts, the question hanging in the air
So,
which neither
Daniel,
have to decide
you are for a little job on
whether
the
to
side?
recognize a new Jewish state in Palestine. On the opposing ends were the State Department, led at that time by the towering figure of General George C. Marshall, the other end being represented by the White House. President Harry S. Truman had asked a domestic advisor, Clark Clifford, to deliver the case for recognition. As Clifford would later write in his
Tenno, may I extend an invitation to you? My latest collection of choice items from the Void is now available for viewing.
Against a legendary war hero President Truman revered, but it did so over an issue of fundamental and enduring national security importance: Israel and the Mideast. The president regarded his Secretary of State, George C. Marshall, as the greatest living American. Yet the two men were on a collision course over Mideast policy which, if not resolved, threatened to split
Next time I'll have something you'll want, I'm sure.
Marshall firmly opposed American recognition of the new Jewish state. He did not. Marshall's opposition was shared by almost every member of the brilliant and now legendary group of men, later referred to as wise men. It included the respected Undersecretary of State Robert Lovett, his predecessor Dean Acheson, the brilliant Chief of the Policy Planning Staff George F. Kennan, the dynamic and driven Secretary of Defense James Forrestal, and a man with whom I would disagree again 20 years later, we served together in the cabinet, Dean Ross, then the Director of the Office of United Nations Affairs. Though Truman had tapped Clifford to be the messenger of his opinion, Clifford saw the president changing his mind, and steadfastly to keep the administration on its course. My fears about the State Department had crystallized after a bitter incident in March when, without informing the president, it had permitted the American delegation to the UN to reverse its support for partition. As in the November 1947 partition plan, which immediately preceded
Yes, there are bounties, if you have the interest.
Truman was outraged by the State Department's move, writing in his calendar, "The State Department pulled the rug from under me today. There are people on the third and fourth level of the State Department who have always wanted to cut my throat. They succeeded in doing it."
The infestation is a marvel in its own way, an endless fountain of ever-changing flesh, bone, and gristle. A particularly murderous specimen has been reported assaulting other teams. Would you be so kind as to find it and put an end to it?
Very well decided. Marshall and Lovett had prepared a position paper for the president's consideration. Reading it before the meeting, I saw it amounted to a clever way to avoid recognizing the new nation, and I feared that the president's respect for Marshall might prevail. And then came this spirited debate, which would go down as legendary. At 2 p.m. on Wednesday, May 12th, a cloudless, welcoming day, the Assembly of the Oval Office.
All clear.
Mr. President,
Task performed with creditable expedience. Additional road authorized.
Well, that showed them. I don't think any of those were Mr. Scratchikins, though. He's a slippery one.
In support of the partition of Palestine. Such
I
a
didn't
move
believe
should be
it.
taken quickly.
I bet if you check in with the Grenier survivors, they can point you to Mr. Scratchikins.
Marshall and Lovett. I had noticed Marshall's face reddening with suppressed anger as I talked. When I finished, he exploded.
Why y'all lose?
Mr. President,
Just
I thought
please
this
more.
was called to consider it a complicated problem for policy. I don't even know why Clifford is here. He is a domestic advisor, and this is
Oh. Oh, nigga, stupid. Oh. That's so stupid,
The situation
bro.
became ugly when Clifford writes, Marshall spoke again. He was still furious, speaking with barely contained rage and more than a hint of self-righteousness. He made the most remarkable threat I have ever heard anyone make directly to a president. If you follow Clifford's advice, and if I
You
were
are
to
here
hold
to
elections,
assist
I
me
would
that requires a curious mind and
So
a firm
dumb.
hand.
was stunned. Here was
The infestation is a marvel in its own way, an endless fountain of ever-changing flesh, bone, and gristle. A particularly murderous specimen has been reported assaulting other teams. Would you be so kind as to find it and put an end to it?
Clifford wrote, not only did he never speak to me again after that meeting, but, according to his official biographer, he never again mentioned my name. that day, still steaming, he did something quite unusual. Although the president and I were unaware of it at the time. Certain that history was time. He wanted to
Area clear. We should locate another hive.
Secretary of State.
Hive located. Destroy it with weapons.
Okay, now that they're good and mad, hope you're ready. They're all tuckered out. Let's go find some more playmates, yeah? Oh, look! There's a hive! Nuke it! Okay, now that they're good and mad, hope you're ready.
Infestation activity has dropped to virtually zero. A speedy resolution.
Well, that showed them. I don't think any of those were Mr. Scratchikins, though. He's a slippery one.
JCS predicted that the Zionist strategy...
I don't think we found Mr. Scratchikins, but I think we found some of his friends.
Jewish objective. JCS speculated that these objectives included...
You keep this part locked down for a bit, okay, Chip?
Accepted by the great powers of the right to positive integration, the extension of Jewish sovereignty, and the expansion of direct Israel into transfer of Lebanon and Syria. One paragraph is part of the now. After he summarized the threat that
oh boy, I think you made them mad. There's a bunch more coming!
Representative in Washington. That state, I had been able to learn much about education, in particular the condition of the agency.
Additional incentives/rewards have been authorized. Well done, Kiddo.
Oh, man, you made that look easy. They won't be back anytime soon. Bad if you check in with the grittier survivors, they can point you to Mr. Scratchikins.
Friends now, tender.
Also, he set the Valor Declaration included great Britain like the United States, the creation of the Jewish state in Palestine, and finally, he was a student and believer in the Bible. From his reading of the New Testament, he felt the need to provide religion by technology, and he sometimes cited the lines as the economy chapter for the age. Legacy, however, clear representation
Contest? See who
Secretary of State Will Clayton in September 2006, signed a verdict that he should issue a
Wow, the grunters can't keep up with you. They look all mad. They said we should go play with Mr. Scratchikins if we're so...
You will need to create a killing zone. Activate local excavators to clear yourself some room to maneuver.
Hey, there's a ton of resources buried around here. I'm calling in the diggers.
Like anything that had been seen. That the White House is being subject
An excavator has lost power. Reinitiate it with a locally procured power source. Excavator power levels acceptable. Mining sequence restarted.
Digger finished digging.
It must be. The boundaries of frame and saturated are the concerns. Don't disrupt Lightly of $9, some 750,000 Palestinians remain homeless, forced to march toward Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, Gaza. Mines who invaded their own neighborhoods killed those wishing to return, otherwise they'd simply be shot on sight. Indeed, Israel authorized a free fire policy in which
green light! That's a digger finished digging.
Especially at night, fire the evidence suggests that the vast majority of those killed were unarmed. The overwhelming majority had infiltrated for economic or social reasons.
An excavator has completed its digging cycle.
And formed a secret tactical force, fighting there. By the time the armistice constantly the new state of Israel had found itself in a
An excavator reports. Mining sequence complete. Full excavation of site complete. An excellent work. Excellent work, Lieutenant. With the ground well prepared, we can now proceed to the next step. There is a strong possibility the target can be lured here with the correct bait. Locate the relevant ingredients to proceed. Finding the parts necessary to make bait should not be too hard. Take down a few infested and look for parts.
These are the factors cited in missions for as recent findings. Of these factors, the refugee problem is by far. And Wolframe has observed, Israel responded to collectively professional flight.
That should be sufficient. Use the vessel to begin infusing the bait. This will draw more invested. Dispatch them while they are close to the vessel in order to complete the bait. Successfully deployed. The desired target is approaching. Eliminate it to fulfill mission parameters. Victory. Well, effective anyway. The target is no more.
The cephalons tell me the infested specimen was located and slain. A small victory, but victory nonetheless.
Are met with no success with the Israeli government. Israeli officials have in fact informed our representatives in Palestine that they intend to bring about a change in the United States government to the above point means available to them in the United States. There are also indications that the Israelis are prepared to use the implied threat of force to obtain the additional territory that they desire in Palestine. Any concession from the Israelis on a territorial settlement or the refugee question. It is now the considered opinion of Mr. Etheridge that there will exist no possibility of peace on any basis heretofore envisioned by the United Stepping on, guys. Take it one step further, because there are certain characters, like Pedro Pascal's Reed Richards, that no one is expecting to get recast in the next couple of years. He's going to be sticking around for the future of the Mutant Saga and the MCU. There are also some legacy characters amongst this whose stories might not be done with Avengers.
These ghoulish little knickknacks have been in the family for generations. I can't just give them away.
This makes you feel some kind of way. It's definitely okay. We have an emotional connection to those characters and their arcs, and even though it's been a half decade, it hasn't been that long, we're still right in the middle of the next chapter of that story that still involved a lot of those characters. But it wasn't like they were going to stay dead and forever. As I've been saying for years now at this point, Marvel Publishing wants them to be able to sell Iron Man toys in the future.
The darkness is soon.
And for long. But this does not mean by any stretch that every single character is getting recast, and this is a basically MCU hard reboot. It's what we've been calling soft reboot, where again, some characters who just joined the MCU are going to have a future. Long past this week, here at the channel, it looks like Hugh Jackman may be sticking next iteration of the X-Men. He goes on to say, quote, "For those of you wondering about heroes such as Thor, Hulk, and Hawkeye, Chris Hemsworth will stick around as Thor and Marvel will release Thor 5 post-Avengers Secret Wars." Earmark that because it's one of the ones we had considered in the running to be released before the end of the multiverse saga. Spider-Man took one of those remaining slots. There's only a couple of films that fit in there. Doctor Strange 3 may be in the running, again, if Chris Hemsworth's Thor 5 is not. But he's saying that he'll be around for Thor 5 and after the multiverse saga ends. He also says the same for Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. He says Mark Ruffalo is sticking around as Hulk for Secret Wars, as Marvel wants to finally give him his own solo movie then, so that long-rumored World War Hulk movie that eats worldwide growth all the way back in 2020 may still be on the horizon, fingers crossed. Honestly, it's one of the movies I would be most excited for. They actually committed to doing it, and just a quick side note, it may be the reason they chose not to show the action between Wolverine and Hulk, because they have big plans for that in the future. And then he continues by saying Jeremy Renner will stick around as Hawkeye post-Secret Wars for Hawkeye Season 2. That was another show we had briefly heard was in development. We did report on that here at the channel over the last couple of months. Of course, Marvel Studios, with their presentations this year, only focused on what's coming in 2025. You can't really blame them, so we didn't hear anything about the possibility of that being confirmed. He seems to confirm it here alongside all of these recasts for the fallen heroes, the ones that depart, and during the multiverse saga. And I think it's been long enough at this point. We've been without a, say, Tony Stark. We've been without a Steve Rogers. By the time we get to their post-Secret Wars, we're talking about almost a full decade since those characters have been part of the mix. Plus, there's two important things to remember about the situation post-Avengers Secret Wars. We just talked about it. Franklin Richards or Reed Richards, there's a chance maybe both of them are going to rebuild the multiverse after they triumph over Doctor Doom. When they do, they have an amazing opportunity for Marvel Studios to make this recast a reality, because the multiverse timeline should look different. There'll be other characters involved. They can't miss this opportunity to do this. It's the one chance they've got to be able to get away with it without having to explain it in narrative. The other thing is that you got to remember the super exciting thing about the buying the rights to the Fantastic and the X-Men back to Fox them over with the rest of the Marvel Universe of characters, and the X-Men show up. Casting, star diversity, others, or T'Challa, have these characters in the mix, and it's basically stranding them in the same situation that they were in Fox, because Marvel doesn't want to do a recast for these legacy characters. I think, again, by the time we get there, it will have been almost a decade. If you feel some kind of way about, Robert Downey Jr. was the only Iron Man for you, well, he's going to be Dr. Doom anyway in the meantime. So, I mean, at some rate, this was always going to happen. I think we knew it was inevitable, pun totally intended. It just still is a little poignant to hear, because like I said, the emotional connection is very real to some of these characters, and a lot of overlap still happening. We're still well in the mix as they start to race towards the end of the multiverse saga. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below, how you feel about this, and then more importantly, who do you see as the new Iron Man, the new Captain America, the new T'Challa? I am all ears in the comments. I can't wait to see the names you guys come up with. Let me know, and let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Okay, we're still giving away PlayStation.
Stand by while I analyze the intelligence profiles of the Grenier. Error, not a number. Did the operator enjoy this witticism?
I had 4-1.